Okay, guys. So I am back with the live. Remember, we were talking about the sleeve. So I am back. I just finished my Zoom class. So in the class, this is the pattern, the basic bodice pattern we draft in the class. So I just finished with my Zoom class. So anybody want to join the Zoom class, I have the Zoom class Friday as well. Right? Tomorrow I won't have classes because I have to do some error tomorrow. So this is the classes that we learned in the Zoom class that I just finished. So if you guys want to join, the class is $3.50 an hour, and the class lasting for 3 hours, $10.50 for the 3 hours. Sometimes the hours go beyond because I don't really rush it. I don't really rush the hours. We in the class, if I ain't got nothing to do, sometimes I go beyond the 3 hours, right? So, but my payment is just $10.50 for the 3 hours. If we go beyond, no problem. That's doesn't really matter to me if we beyond. Because I don't like to rush through anything, and money is not all, right? I trying to teach students so that they can learn to draft their own style and own clothes. So I just charge for my 3 hours. So if I go beyond the 3 hours, I don't mind, right? So the classes would last for 3. Who is this now? Yes, so anybody want to join? We have the classes coming up Friday. I have one also. What time now? I have one maybe next 3 hours from now. So if you want to join the 3 hours one from now, you can join. Where I could send me an email address where I could send you the payment link where you can learn, and you can learn to draft this bodice. So you can join the others Sunday as well. Forget the rest. So it's up to you, right? So I have Friday 2:30 p.m. So you learn to draft the basic bodice. So anybody who want to join the Zoom class, there's the beginners Zoom class. So people who want to learn to draft their own pattern, want to learn to sew their own clothes. This is the Zoom class, $3.50 an hour. So the classes is 3 hours it does last for. So you can send me your email address. Let me send you the link so you can join the Friday class, 2:30 p.m. the class starting Friday, right? So what I going to do here now, I want to make a little, I have to do some run around tomorrow. So I want to make a little walkabout dress. I'm feeling for jeans and all these things. So I want to do a little walkabout dress. So let me just clean up this sewing room from all the rulers and things from the classes. So that's what I want to do. So I'm looking for dark piece of fabric because I want to make a face mask as well to go with it. Somebody sending me some email here. Just give me a second. Let me respond to some email here I get in. Okay. Yes, so what I want to do is make this I want to make a simple little dress. So I'm going and see if I get a piece of fabric. I just want something simple but cute for going town. Something just a little simple something just for run about in town. So I'm looking for a piece of fabric. I want I don't want nothing where I have to line, right? So I have some fabric here which I'm looking through, right? I don't want nothing stretchy, and I don't want anything where I have to line. I just want something, just something little and cute. So I'm trying to see what fabric I have here. What don't have to line. I don't want anything stretchy. Or maybe let me see. This didn't look bad, but this is a stretchy material. So if but my makeup, I don't want my makeup mess up. So mess up the the fabric. So maybe what I can do is line the inside of this mask with a piece of black fabric. So I think I will use, I didn't really want nothing stretchy. I want something just cute. If I make a nice little dress with this to go in town, let's see how this going. So there's a jersey material I have here. This is them thin jersey material. This is not the thick one. This is the see-through one where you could see through, right? So I ain't too sure if I really want that, but to me that is the only fabric where I seen I could put my hands on right now. I got many other fabric, but I don't want those fabric. I just want something simple and nice. This is all okay. So we got this blue one here. Let's see this blue one. I just want something simple and cute. It's just to go in town, not nothing too loud. So I think I would use this one if I have enough fabric in it. Yeah, man, I think I will use this. You don't want nothing too loud. So I think I will use that. I will put back this. I will put back this one here. I think I would put back this and I will use that one there. So I will put this back and I would use this one here. I would use this one here, right? So I think I will use this to make the little dress I want to make. Let me just put this, you can see that. I think I would use this one here. So I'm looking for the stretchy area, which is this way across. This don't, the length way don't have much stretch. There's the stretch jersey material. For sew this material, you have to get a size 9 needle or a ball pin jersey needle. Now what I have on my sewing machine is a size 14 needle, could sew it as well, right? So I will use this here. I want something like not too close and not too flary neither, but it must be just right, right? So let me see what I gonna do, right? So for this here, I just want a nice cute dress. I don't want it too tight. So I will use a bodice strap I have here. Or I could draft it with the chalk. I could draft it with the chalk and I have my bodice pattern, which I can use. Right? My bodice pattern there. I think I will use the bodice pattern. So I can, and I don't want it too long either. I want something like a little, maybe I can get it above my knee. Yes, I'm gonna make it above my knee a little, not too much, because I don't like my knee show out, where I could wear it with a sneakers. So I want a nice cute dress where I could wear that sneakers. So what I will do, I will get a chalk, get my chalk here. So I'll get my chalk. And what I'm going to do, I don't want this dress too tight and I don't want it too empty. So where is my bodice stuff? So I'll get my bodice top. Let me see what I do with my bodice top. I just put up them pattern. When I done, I can't put my hand on them, you know. I just had me bodice top here. I fold it and put it. I fold it up for the classes and can't remember where I put it. Let me see if I put it up here. I'm thinking I look like if I seen it here. Right here. Let me see. Right. So I have the same bodice pattern that I make. Let me show you. The same bodice pattern that I make this dress from. Right? I make this dress from this same bodice pattern here. Let me just zip this up. Let me just zip this up with hook in the zip hook. So I make this dress from the same bodice pattern with a band. So I'm going to take my bodice pattern this. I'm going to lay this down here. Now I have the back and the front right here, right? So the higher part is my back, the lower part is my front. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to lay this down right here. And I'm going to use some pattern weight. So my pattern would be on the fold or the fabric. This is going on the fold. I pull it down a little from the end. So this is the fold of the fabric, right? Now to get this half shoulder what I want, right? I'm not too sure if I want to make this half shoulder or I don't want to make this half shoulder. So I just want something cute and nice for going to. So we're gonna make this dress without the connected sleeve. So I'm gonna just trace out this so I could design the dress how I want it. So I tracing out that. Trace it out on the fabric. Tracing out the neckline, the side, and the waist. And I removing this. So I get that. Now I don't want my dress too short and I don't want my dress too long. Right? I just want something cute to go into and I don't want it too tight needle. So I don't get my ruler. It depends on the length, how you want your bodice, right, to be. So from here, measure out how long you want your dress to be. Like for instance, from here, from under the arm, from by the waistline, you measure out how long you want your dress to be, and you put it. Normally, my own is 27 inches. I want it a little shorter than 27 inches, right? So from my waist, which is this line here, this line, I want to measure down how long I want it, which is, I think I will do 25, take off 2 inches. Let me just rest this in. It's just a little cute something I want to go into. Fix this properly so I can get the measurement. So 27 is the measurement. I don't want it so long, so I will make it 25 inches. Take off 25 and I'm going to fold up one, so it's going to be 24 inches. All right, so 25 inches I'm measuring down. So I measure down 25 and I'm going to connect the line to make a cross line now to connect it. So 25. So I connecting the 25 line where I measure down. So I connect it. Connect the line. So long ruler. And you could put your dress how you want it, right? If you want to connect it from the hip, no problem. But I want my dress with a swing, which I will get a longer ruler because this one here can't work. Let's see if I get a longer one. I just want something live, just something for running tongue with. So from the underarm, I swing my own out a little. I don't want my dress too long. So I make it 25 inches. So from the armhole, I will swing it out a little. But I want a little more swing. So I kind it out, right? You might be able to see how I swinging it, but I swinging it out. You have to remember when you're swinging this thing, you have to leave enough fabric for cut the next one. So first of all, let me see if I got enough fabric for swing this out for cut the next one. Maybe I could flip the fabric. So there's the first thing you have to look at. You just want something cute and nice. So if I swing the out that way, and I flip this bodice, I might get enough this way. Let me check the fabric here first. I always check and make sure you got enough. Sharp need to be a little sharp, right? So I need to sharpen this a little to get the point. So this is how I sharpen my chalk. To get the point, I get a scissors. And I sharpen it like this. Because them tailor chalk where they're selling now, I don't know like it's razor blade. Them thing thin. So I sharpen my own like this. So I can't get it. I go for buy 2 tailor chalk the other day. When I look, there's razor blade. So I just left the right there. So I connecting from under the armhole. And I going out to how much ever. It depends on how much swing you want, right? I don't want too much swing. And I don't want it too tight neither. So my hip measurement, I dealing with a 12-inch hip measurement, which is 12 inches. I put it depends on your hip measurement. How much is your hip measurement? You divide that by 4 and you swing. When you get your hip measurement, point to the bottom or the measurement, the hem measurement, put your hip measurement there at the bottom and you can carry it out 4 inches to 6 inches. You can carry it out how wide you want, right? So my own going out 3 inches just to get a little swing. So I carry my own out 3 inches from the hem line. I carry it out 3 inches and I'm going to connect from the under arm seam right out. I don't want my top fit tight. My dress fit tight. And then I will come and I will connect this line here. I'm going to come and connect it and I will show you what it look like. So I get my swing. So now I'm going to cut it out and show you what it look like. All right. Now, I got seam allowance, everything for the top here, but I will still put a little quarter in just in case. Because sometimes you never know, right? That's just for the top, up top here. And I bring it around. All this here will be cutting away, but I still want to make sure. And you put a little seam allowance right at the side. like a little 1/2 inch to a 5/8. Good, right? And you come, put your seam allowance right away wrong it, and you catch back this one, and we cutting out. I will show you what it look like. And I'm cutting out the neck as well. So my dress looks something like this here, something like that. So I won't open it now, I'll cut out the next one. Forget it, right? So I will rest this here. And I'm gonna bring back my cloth. Just want something cute. It's a little cute something for going to. Good. I'm going to bring back my cloth. Now, I prefer to cut the back on a fold, but since I don't have enough fabric for cut on a fold, I'll have to cut 2 pieces, which I don't really, maybe I use, because normally when I buy cloth, I buy 3 to 4 yards. Most in the jersey material, I buy 4, so I can get my close cut on the fold. Not all the time I will cut my own on the fold, because sometimes some fabric require for a seam in the back. So make sure your salvage line up properly. Your fabric, it can line up, pull it down. And make sure you left enough fabric for the sleeve. So I get my next piece, like that. And I go in now to see which side it could fit. Can't fit on the side, so I have to flip this. So flip it, right. So you see I flip it, so it fit where I flip it, but I gotta make sure the fabric enough. So I pull this down and pull this up. Now you want to avoid the salvage of the fabric, because you don't want when you're stitching it up, you got a big hole showing. So what I just do, I draw a line. Get my long ruler and I draw a line from the salvage. So I would place my back on that line. So my back now, okay, come on this line. A little. I'm gonna place it direct on the line. So just make sure it line up. Make sure your fabric spread out. Make sure you have enough fabric under here. Because you don't want when you cut the dress, when you look, you ain't cut the whole dress. And you get your scissors and cut it out. And we cut in. Now remember, the first piece don't got the seam allowance. So I ain't gonna put seam allowance in the back, because I'm using the front to cut the back as well. Cutting out the back as well. Same thing. Now I want a piece of this fabric to make the sleeve and the mask as well. So I have to make sure I have enough. So we cut in by the salvage here to make the 2 back.
Elian.
Look at the dressing table, you see a $10 reach to me, boy. In the room by the theater. In the room. And I always cut long stroke. Don't cut like this. You cut long stroke. Good. So this what our two dresses gonna look like. So this is gonna be one. This is gonna be one here. So when I put this on here and I hem this up with the dress I want to make, I gonna get something nice. Not too long still, but I gonna hem it up. I don't want a long dress. I want something short too. So when I put this by my shoulder, right there, right by my knee, that is what I want. So there is one, there's the front, and then you're gonna end up with two back. But you need to mark this fabric to know the back, the right side from the wrong side. So I gonna mark mine. I just put a little X. And I gonna mark, well, me on done mark already, so I know this. So rest this aside. So you don't have two back, one front on a fold. So there's my two back here. So I rest in this here. Now I want my little sleeve. Now I had a sleeve, a draft. Let me see if I could put my hand on it. I have a sleeve that I draft already. I'm gonna answer back to the message just now. I have a pattern sleeve I draft. I want to use it. What did I do with that sleeve? There's a sleeve I draft that fit every top I make. Let's see if I find it here. Okay, I get it. So this is a sleeve I draft that would fit every dress I make. Yes, this sleeve here. So now I want this sleeve. Me want this sleeve so long. This place hot. Me neighbor with them long sleeve and then tongue now you're sweating. Me want the song. So I got for shorten the sleeve bit. So I want my fabric. Now all this in the classes, you'd learn to drop all this sleeve. So the beginners is the bodice top what I have coming up Friday, 2 o'clock on Zoom. And the class is $3.50 an hour. And it's for 3 hours, so that would be $10.50. So if you want to join the classes Friday morning, Friday 2:30, you can send your email address. Let me send you the payment link where you can pay for the class, and then I send you the Zoom link. We have students in the class what already draft this bodice. So Friday is for our next beginner class for all who want to learn to draft the beginner bodice, and then Sundays is where we're gonna take the bodice and add the necessary and then cut out we top. So this, I need 2 sleeve from this, 2 pieces of sleeve. But I don't need my, plus I still have to get a band from this fabric and the face mask, all right? So I'll fix my fabric. I'll get my sleeve. Me want my sleeve so long. It depends on how long you want your sleeve. So from here, this could work for me, which is 13 inches. So when they come down, it's going to be here. So 13 inches good enough for me. So from here, so I'm going to fold this first line to the first line. I'm going to fold this to this first line here. What you can do is get this piece of paper And sometimes you don't want the long sleeve all the time, right? Get this piece of paper. Make sure it fits. Now this sleeve I draft here, it don't have seam allowance. I just my top I put the seam allowance on because I know I'm making something simple. This sleeve don't have no seam allowance. The reason being is because this is my master sleeve. So I would use this sleeve to get any other pattern from it. So I flip it like that, and I gonna trace the sleeve there to get the section I want. So I gonna get a marker, get some pattern with. And I gonna put on my sleeve. Never cut up the original pattern that you draft. Never cut it up because you're gonna need it. So I'm gonna get a ruler and make sure that these two lines match the same. So one here. So this one, this here, hold this. This need to come down a little like this. Like that. Let me see if it's the same thing. So right. So I'm gonna trace this. Never cut up your original pattern. Your original pattern is your masterpiece, where you use to get all the rest of style from. Because even the same people who drafting pattern or who making clothes to you, they always use your original piece of pattern to make the rest of style that they have. So that is mine. And I will make a mark, make a mark, a mark. So I'm getting the front. This is the front. This is the back. This is the top or the sleeve. Good. I'll put a next mark. So I'm going to remove this. So this is my original, and this is my photocopy, right? So I'm going to connect the lines then, just in case. The hem allowance for the roundabout. So what I want to do is put a half-inch seam allowance around this sleeve here. For the side, I gonna left like an inch, right? For the side, I'm gonna left an inch like, just in case my arms get tickle, right? So for the side, I'm gonna left an inch. I'm gonna see if I can get it from here because I don't want this end and the arm to be wide. So what I'm gonna do, instead of putting the ruler like this and then out the underarm to that, I put it like from right by the dot to the underarm, and I swing my ruler out like this. I'm going to show you. So for this one side, I don't have enough for this. So when I putting it on the fabric, I'm going to do the same thing. So I'll make a note for add 1 inch fabric. Put it inside. Right. So I don't know I have to add the next inch because I put a note. So I put my own like this because I don't want my underarm to be longer. So I'm going to cut this piece out. So I'll know I have to add 1 inch. Let me see if I could get it here. Let me see. Okay, I get it right here. So I get it here. So my underarm now, I come into the underarm, measuring, and I connecting this line. So I don't have to add anything more, so I could remove the writing. So this is what my sleeve will look like. So I did not extend the armhole. I just extend this piece. I'm gonna cut out this little piece here. I just extend here. I did not extend here, right? Because extending here will make the armhole big, right? You have to come and put in gather for bring in the armhole, and I don't like this gather on the top of my arm here. So I did not extend here. I only extend the two sides. So I put the ruler here and I extend it out. So now this out. I'm gonna cut this out. So I need the two sleeve from this. Look for the stretchy part. Remember. So I don't need it on the fold. I could bring this down here. Line up your fabric. Get this and you place it here. Now I get enough there for my belt and for my arm. Bring this down. I got enough for my belt. Now it all depends. Let me say you want your sleeve a little flary more. All you have to do is just send this out. Send it out so it can be like a little flare if you want that. But how I making this this dress with the elastic, I don't know if I want that. I'm not too sure. It's you got to know what you want the design you dress to suit, right? It's all about you. So if you want your sleeve, let me say, you know, there's some nice little like the sleeve kind of little flary. What you can do this. Let me just show you what you can do. Always get a fresh piece of paper for trace over your sleeve. Because let me say you trace this, but you want this still, just in case. So that's why you always have to have a lot of paper. So I got to trace this over back if I want to show you what I want. So I'm going to turn this like this. Turn this like that. Now I'm going to trace this sleeve back over. All right. I'm going to trace this back over. Now I get a drafting paper from my local craft store. I buy the whole roll. This size of drafting paper is 24 inches wide by 200 and something long. But the width is 24 inches and they have the 36 inches as well. I got both. So I retrace in my sleeve. So this is what my sleeve will look like when I retrace it. Let me see if I can get a little more space there. This is what my sleeve will look like. Let me connect back it properly. Good. So now, if I want to do what I want, I have to cut out this piece of paper. Okay. Pattern drafting is not just a simple something. So this is what I have here, right? Now let's say I want a little bouncy sleeve. What I need to do is depends on how much I want. So I get my ruler and I measure how much this sleeve is. So how much is this sleeve? Let me measure how much this sleeve is. My sleeve is 14 3/4 inches. So I need to divide that either in 3 or 4, right? So let me see how much that will be. Pieces I have to divide that in. That divided by 2 is 7. Let me see. $3.9. Let me see. Right, so I gonna divide it in 3. So I got for my own is 15 and 3/4. So I gonna divide it by 3. They're gonna be 5 1/4. So I looking for 5 1/4 on my sleeve. 5 1/4. There's 1. And next 5 1/4, which gonna make it 2. So 2. So I got 3 5 1/4. So what I do, get this marking that I have here. This is the underarm arms line that we draw here. And I'm going to mark this. Let me see what the underarm have for itself. This one have 13. So I just have to put my line here. I got to divide this 2 here. And I draw up my line. And I draw up my line. So I end up with something like this. Now I'm going to split this sleeve, right? So it depends on what you want. So I'm going to split this sleeve right through. So I connecting the line right down. You see, I get my long sleeve right away, right? So now I want to split that in half. So I cut in these 2 lines. About, let's see how much I want to measure down. From here, from there to there. So I cut in these 2 lines here. Why I got a mark in these 2 is why I cut it. So now, before we cut this out, we have to determine how low the neck would cut, right? So we can know how low to cut this sleeve, right? So the first thing we're gonna do, we have to fit up the dress for know how low on this sleeve for cut, right? So for me, so I'm gonna take this. This is the back. This is the front. So I'm gonna take my front. My front gonna tell me how low I want my dress. So I'm gonna pin my front. Make sure you pin the seam allowance because you don't want the dress to be pulling. So I take my front and I pin my front here. Now my neck higher. So don't bother with that. All this gonna cut out. I just want to make sure I get my front properly. I pin my front. I just pin in the front there, right? So now I pin my front, and it depends on how low down I want my top to come. So from my shoulder, I measure down how low I want it. Now for me, 6 inches, good enough for the lowest. But remember, you have to depends on the elastic that you put in, right? You can put a 2-inch elastic, depends on the elastic you have. So if you want to put a 1-inch elastic, 6 inches plus you go up 5 inches. So you cut the top like 4.5 inches away from the from the neck, because so you're making your neck like 4.5 inches because you left allowance to turn in for the seam allowance, right? Now when you cut there, you have to consider this part here, right? This, remember the top, when you cut it, this is straight, but remember the sleeve now have a curve. So you got to determine how low you want that. So my advice to you, cut out the whole sleeve. We're going to attach it to the dress, and then we're gonna make the neck how we want it. So for cut out this sleeve now, we have to spread the sleeve out how we want it. So it is all about technique. You have to know what you want. So I'm going to cut this in, split this straight through. And I left in about 1/2 inch away from the edge of the sleeve. Right. So you have your sleeve split like this, like that, right? So you have your sleeve split. I left 1/2 inch away from the top for the sleeve. Get a next piece of paper. That is why you have to get a lot of drafting paper. That's why I always buy the roll of paper, so that I can have enough. What do with itself? So that I can have enough. Where I put the roll of paper, self? Come and help me where I put the roll of paper. I don't even know where I put it. I just had it here, you know. Let's see. Oh, I put it behind here. So I get this paper. Let me see. I could answer back to some of these. So you get your paper and you roll it out the length of this paper you have here, the sleeve. Right? Put it this way. Depends on how wide you want your sleeve to be. So you get your sleeve, and it depends on how wide. Now the front, the middle part of the sleeve stay in one place. We swing in the side. The two sides you're swinging, not the middle part of the sleeve. So sometimes I got clip and go up till when you reach whatever you want to. Right, so I could put my paper like this, as me want more swing. Now remember, we still have to come and cut off the sleeve there, right? So we're just making it thing. So for me, I gonna stable the middle. I gonna stable the middle. Make sure the middle stable. 7.5. One is 9. So this have to go down a little more. So okay. So push this middle down. And we stable in this middle. So what you can do is either get a piece of scotch tape or some pattern weight. Which I gonna get some pattern weight. And I gonna put down on my middle. Because we moving the center of the sleeve. I want to make this dress just to go into. So I got my middle stable, and it depends on how much you want to go out. Let me see how much I want to go out. I don't want it too big, and I don't want it too thin. So let me see. 3.5 inches. 3 inches. If I carry you out, let me see if I got space here. I have to snip here so that it can lie down. Don't detach it. Make sure you left a little piece so that it can swing. Me making this so long. When I done, you're going to see what I doing. So from here, it's 3. So we measuring, remember we make the short sleeve, right? So you're measuring from the long, where we connect the long line. From the short sleeve line is there where we measuring now the 3 inches because it's there we gonna go for use. So make sure you have enough paper. So I do 3.5. I do 3.5. So I'm gonna pin that in place. Make sure the top here come down flat. Because we coming out, we cutting out that. And we want 3.5 the same way here. What the sleeve look wide. Woo. Don't worry, it's by the bottom look so. So you have to slit here as well. Make sure it stay on the sleeve. So we need 3.5 here. So I get 3.5 here. I can fix the top just now. Yeah, make sure we have enough on this paper here so that when we cut it, right. Good. So this here, you need to bring this down. Remember, there's the top of the sleeve. We still have to cut off that. So this is what we want. So we're going to get a marker. And you're tracing out. We coming out, we connecting these lines now. To connect that line, the marking where we make the short sleeve with the bottom here. This is the line we spread out, right? Even though we connect it long, we use the long piece. So you get your curve rule now, and you're connecting the line because you want the sleeve a kind of little curve. So we connecting. You're going to see when I don't cut it out. Connecting. So here now is where I'm going to put in my hem allowance, which I want about 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Let me get my ruler. So here is where I putting in my inch allowance. The reason why is because when you done hem up and serge up, so here is where I put in the hem allowance. Right. So now I can curve the bottom as well. I want my bottom of my sleeve curve. Now move this pin and put it up. So I'm going to take a pattern weight and put it in as well. Take the pattern weight, move this pin, put this in the bottom. So the sleeve won't move. My ruler so that it can come and meet the rest. Walk your ruler until you get it right. So now I'm gonna trace out this. This is supposed to come through on the other paper because this is a marker. So let me check first. It didn't come through. So I'm gonna get a tracing wheel. I get this tracing wheel. This is the real pointy one, right? And I'm gonna trace this out here. So I have to move my own a little in. So get this same 3.5 inches. Let me see. And I'm gonna bring this one here in as well to suit it. Right. So you have to make sure you do the right thing. So I'm gonna trace this. I must see the line with this because this is the boring one. I don't trace it with fabric. It's just paper I just use. Because this would left some terrible hole in your fabric. So I'm gonna trace out here. Well, look, your fabric well holy. On the paper I just do with this one because mean able to hole in my fabric. And then I'm going to come and I'm going to trace out right here. Trace out here. Trace out. Good. So I want to trace this line as well. Trace the line. We catch back. Right. So now I could remove this. I could remove this. Put this aside. And now I'm going to retrace my sleeve. Yeah, get the front and the back. So this is the front. You get it. This one here. I'm gonna make sure it matches up properly. Right. So this is the front. This is the back. So I'm gonna trace this out. Cut this. We end up with this. We're cutting this out. So we end up with this. So now I'm going to fold this like this. Once my two underarm match up, I know I good to go. So you see, my two underarm match up. Once the two underarm. So this when your sleeve fold, this is what the sleeve gonna look like. You got a nice little flare out sleeve like, right? So now I'm gonna get my top. Now I'm gonna put the marker. Now I'm gonna mark the center of that. Match up my two underarm. Now the back of the sleeve gonna slightly larger than the front. And I put my mark. So I know my center sleeve come right at this mark here. This. So I'm gonna cut this out now. So you see, pattern drafting, you always have to have a lot of paper. Okay? You always have to be tracing over your pattern. So I need my fabric now. So let me see if I got enough fabric for this sleeve and for the mask I want. Plus the band. You gotta get the stretchy side right. So I place in this sleeve here. Let me see if I place it that way. This way. Bring it down. So I flip my sleeve over. You can cut it anyhow. You can cut it so as well if you want. You bring it up, make sure you got enough. Bring it up. Spread out this. Make sure it's neat. And we cutting out this sleeve. Now we done left seam allowance already up here. We ain't got left no seam allowance around because remember we put a 1 inch and then we spread it out. So I can put a mark at the top of my sleeve. I can put 2 marks for the back or 3 marks for the back and 1 for the front. So I will know the front. So I put 1 for the front. And I will mark it with the chalk for know the left, the right from the wrong. So I get my chalk. So this way your sleeve gonna look like when you cut it out. I will mark mine. So I'll take this and I will rest this here. And now I need the band. Make sure I got enough for the band and I need the mask as well. Right? Guys, I require you must use mask. So this is a 6 inches ruler by 24 inches wide. So I take in the whole width of the ruler. So my band gonna be 3 inches when I finish. This is not the right chalk. Anybody know if it got chalk sharp? No, like for this school chalk. I didn't get a chalk from the school. I buy it. I buy a whole box. But I just call it school chalk. So you mark. I mark him a whole 6 inches on this the whole width of the ruler I take, which is 6 inches, and I going down. Somebody sending me a message. I want respond to all them messages just now. And I take in the whole length of the width of the fabric. I going down. And now I cutting it out. Now my fabric on a fold, so when I open it, it's gonna be a long piece of fabric. So I cut the fabric 6 inches wide and the width of the fabric out, the whole length out. So this is my belt. So when I open it, it's gonna be like this, the whole long belt. So when I fold this together, like that in half, I gonna get what I want. You gonna get what I want, right? I don't want it long. So to tie me waist like that. I don't want nothing long quite down. I don't want no bow, nothing. I just want something for bringing the dress. I won't be putting interfacing on that. And now for the mask, I need a piece for the mask as well. I have a mask pattern. Let's see if I have it. if I find it. You can have it somewhere here. Right, I have a mask pattern here. So I have this mask pattern, which I'm gonna cut out. Let me see the stretch of the fabric. So I need there's a stretch of the fabric. It's stretching as well. So let me see if I can get it here. Get it down here. So I need 4 pieces of this. Act as the lining as well. Hold your pattern way down. Make sure it come back on. If it move, put the next pattern with. All right, I'm gonna answer back to y'all just now. So I got 2 pieces, so I'm marking it. So I got 2 pieces here. So this is 2 pieces, and I need 2 more pieces. If I get it from here, if I get it here, so I won't get it here. All right, I'm gonna answer back to all them messages now. I don't need that. And I'm cutting it. So 1 piece gonna act as the lining and 1 piece gonna act as the mask, outside of the mask. Good. So we don't get all the pieces. So now we're gonna sew up now. So we get our mask pieces. We get our dress. We get everything. Let me just put this piece back together. So we got 4 pieces for the mask, right? So this, we're gonna rest this here. I'm gonna, all these pattern here I got come and fix up later. So I'm just rest this at the back of me here, in front of me here. And I'm gonna come, get my machine and start to sew this dress here. So put this fabric here. So we're gonna get let me get the machine now. Keep my chalk nearby. I don't need my pattern weight. So I'll bring out my machine. So I bring out my machine. Now I prefer to use this small machine here than the big machine. This small one got all the features I like. For so stretch fabric, this one have all the features. This is what this look like. See, all the features it have, and the stitches. So my big machine, I use it to sew like woven fabric. But to stretch fabric, I use this little machine. Now for the mask, for put the elastic, I need the elastic around my ears because I don't want it to spoil my little hairstyle while going out with it. Even though it's not no big hairstyle, but still. So the elastic is 13 centimeters. I'm going to put for the 2 ears, so 13 centimeters, so 1 is. So 13 centimeters for 1 ears. Let's see if I get a next 13. Right, so this here could work. So these 2 little piece elastic, so 1 by each ears. I good to go there. So let me get my chair. Let me see if I got the exact thing for that fabric. If not, I'll just have to use a white thread, which I don't really like to. Let me see if I have the right thread for it. Let me see. Yeah, this look like it. Let me see something. Nah, this too dark. This one here more look like it. Right. So I get a thread to match that. And use this one here. To above down. Let me get my chair. Get my little chair. I'm thinking of buying a rolling chair. You know them chair with them roll wheel? But that thing does pick up too much fabric underneath it. So I ain't bothering with that now. And I have my clothing tag as well. If I want to put it on my clothes. So I'm gonna get this. I have to get a bobbin. So I have my bobbin in this thing here. This is a compartment storage box. So it have a lot of compartments. So this is where I have all my bobbins in here, right? So I have all my bobbins in here. Let's see if I have a thread like this on here itself. Let me see. Yes, I got a little piece here. Good. But I'm gonna still see if I got any more. I'm gonna still wind one so that I could get it. That one in here, got white one in here. Okay, I'll take out the white one. Good. So I'm taking off the thread and thread off of this. And I'm finding the little end. You know, this thread does come with an end. Sometimes it tie up. So yeah, look for the end of this thread because girl, sometimes this thing tie up. And next thing you spy your whole reel of thread. Right. So I got many ways I could wind me bobbin. I could put it by the original. Or what I just do is just hold it like this. Sewing is all about tricks and tips. I wind me bobbin like this. Put it over here. Turn on my machine. And I mash the. Hold on. It go under there. I didn't realize it gone on. They have many you could put it there, but I don't able with all that. So I wind my. And it wind very the same way it would wind on the how you wind it. All right. So I bust that. Put it in my thing. Guys, look for the easy way out. You don't hear it all though. So now I get this. Sometimes I get this through the needle, sometimes I don't get this through the needle. So don't always get this like this. So I just try to tie the thread. Sometimes it gonna work, sometimes it don't work. I try for a vibe because the needle I very fine. And I just take my try to pull it through. Give this pressure foot. If I get it through, I lucky. If I ain't get it through, I gotta go all over again. Oh, what? Oh, let me see. If I get it right, I get it through. So I was lucky today. So I'm gonna leave this pressure foot come off. Let me tighten it. Okay. So it come off a little. So we want to tighten back the screw. Now, if I don't have a screwdriver nearby and my pressure foot drop off, I just get a bobbin and I tighten the screw because sometimes I don't able to get up. So I would tighten the screw like that. So I know it tight. Put on back my cover and I bring up my bobbin thread. So now we're gonna sew this. Now jersey material is a thing. If when you sew in it and you realize that the first thing we're gonna sew is the mask, right? If when you realize it that when you're sewing this thread skipping, just swing around your needle. That is what I discover for swing around my needle. Let me see if I can get you some. We're blocking this. Hold on. Something I'm bugging this little thing. Oh, the box of thread. Well, blocking you, man. See if I could get you some room. Right. Yes, I was saying, if when you sewing your material and realize the thread skipping, swing around your thread. I always use a zigzag stitch on me, and they have another stitch there, they call it this thread stitch. I find that it's take too long for sew. So this is my mask piece. Because somewhere I lose these things for fit it up back, it take longer. So I'm gonna set my machine on zigzag number 3. And I'm gonna use this zigzag. Now I just using a 1/4 inch on the mask. Remember, stretch material, you have to stretch it because you don't want your stitch pop when you put it on. So you have to stretch it a little. The back stitch. So one side of the mask finish, I'm going to turn it just now. Let me just stitch the other side. And I'm going to stitch the next one. So I stitch in the long side of the fabric. Everybody's supposed to know how to make a mask. Simple. So this is the side of the mask here. The shorter side is the side. This is the face side of the mask we're going here. And this is the bottom of the mask we're using for torn. So we'll show you how to do. So here is with the elastic going at these two ends here. So this what it's gonna look like. So I need a next stitch here. I see I get a little skip, but I already torn around my needle when I stitching previous thing. So I will just go back. Oh, but I ain't stretch it. I'm talking and I forget to stretch it. So you see, always stretch it because if you don't stretch it, you'll get a skip. Right, much better now. So you see, I get a skip just now. So now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this round, flip out all your thread. Take this here. This is what it's going to look like. So this long piece coming so. So there's the short piece and there's the long piece. So this one comes like this. So we're opening up the two. So one going to act like a lining, one going to act. Now this is the bottom of the mask. Sometimes I swing it wrong and put it in the top because sometimes the top kind of too pointy. It coming out by your eye. Every minute you got it pulling down this mask. So I just put the top in the bottom and the bottom in the top. So this is the top, the longer pointy piece. So look for the pointy piece in the next one. You're going to know the difference, right? Got the bottom square. So this is the right side. This is the wrong side. Now the two wrong side being outside. So this is one wrong side I laying down on the table here. This other wrong side. Now I put in right side to right side. So the two wrong side, one will be facing up, facing me, and one would be on the table. So I putting it down like that. So you have out this wrong side here and the wrong side here, right? So the two wrong side would be on the outside. And we're going to stitch across the top and across the bottom. Now I hardly pin, right? Because I could manage, because by get accustomed to sewing so long, I hardly pin anything. I just make sure that it even up. Don't worry, you will get just like that. Make sure your two seams match up properly and you stretch the fabric as you're going. Put your needle down and lift it so you can fix the seam line. And you stretch it as you're going. So this is the top we stitch here, and we're gonna stitch the bottom now. Now I'll show you. If we get time, I will show you a simple and easy. If I get time. If not, we gotta do it in our next live. I never buy a mask yet. I sew it for myself. And you stretch it. So this is what it's gonna look like. Two wrong side. So now we're gonna, this is the opening. We're gonna turn it. So trim your thread out. And we're turning it. So this is gonna be the right side of the mask. So you see? And this. So this coming like this here when the elastic go on. This is what this is gonna be like. See? So now we have to press this, right? But I could press it after. I ain't gonna press it now. I'm gonna put my little elastic on it now. So I could press this after. So you take this and you turn this in like this. Turn this in. So this is how it come in. Make sure it turn in properly. Turn it in. Turn it in. So now you get a piece of elastic. The piece that you cut out is 13 centimeter. 13 centimeter here. You're stretching the elastic for me 30 centimeter. You're cutting 13 centimeter. You're not stretching the elastic. So you get one piece of elastic and you insert it in the fold that you fold here. Insert it there, make sure it fold properly. So this for one side of the ears. You put it under your sewing machine. I'm gonna bring out this. And we stitching it. Stitching down the elastic, but make sure this fold in. So it's gonna be neat. Make sure elastic go up in the end in the corner. There, lift your pressure foot, your needle, place it down back into the fabric, and we stitch in. Hold it the elastic. So now your elastic to the this corner of the machine stretch out. Make sure elastic stretch out straight. So you take your elastic and you turn it this way, put it back, put it in the next corner where you're folding, right? And now we're gonna stitch. Back stitch. When you're done stitch the elastic, we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish off this knit. So we're gonna got to loose out all our rough up. So you see one ear is done. So one ear is done. So I have the next one to do. So I'm gonna come and I'm gonna fold in. Same here. I come and stitch back that over knit when I press it. So I put that there. The same elastic, the little 13 centimeter. All right, I'm gonna respond to fold in. Put your elastic in between the fold and we stitch in it. Make sure it fold in properly. Back stitch. Yeah, back stitch, you hold the elastic in place. Get the elastic, turn it, fold in. So your two elastic, done stitch already. So let me just take out them thread. I'm gonna clean this up at the end of the sewing. So this is the mask. Now you see here, it have this. I don't like this. I don't like this. So I come in now and I put in a tuck right here. So it's gonna come in nice, right? The reason why you're getting this is because the elastic in run through it for come over your head. I don't want it over my head. I want it over my ears. So what I gonna do, I come in and I take it in here. So I put in a little fish right here, a little dart right here. So that's what I gonna do now. So I get mines and I just put a little tuck where I want it. And I come in and I stitch in it again. I don't like the peak there. And I stitch in over it. Now when I done with this, I gonna go over it back and I gonna give it a nice stitch and clean up all this zigzag stitch. I gonna do that when I finish. So I just hold that there in place still. Look for see which side the pleat go in and you pleat it again. I clean up all the holding stitch I put just for holiday. So this what the pleat gonna look like. So you come back. So you see, I don't have that again. So I make my pleat. So my mask finish here. So you see my mask finish, right? So this is my mask for the dress. So I finish with this. So now we're gonna go to the dress. Let me just take off something, come up on my computer here. The arm. So they say no. We got the sleeve and we got the belt. So we're gonna deal with the sleeve because when we no, not the sleeve, we're dealing with the body of the dress. No. So this is the front of the dress I have here. So this is the front of the dress I have here. Now I only want to stitch the two shoulder for this dress. So I gotta get the front and I have to get the back as well, right? So the front, the right side facing me. Why do the back of the dress now? Wow. Let me see. Now the back of the dress, they're quite, so I gotta get up. I'm gonna go for the back of this dress. So the body, the right side of the dress facing me. Right? I'm gonna put this machine on it for hold it. So the right side of the dress, outside of the dress, people gonna be seeing facing me. So I'm gonna get it back. Now I'm gonna look for the shoulder. Remember, I marked the wrong side. So this is the wrong side. So the wrong side of this back now will facing me because it's right side to right side. And I just want to stitch the shoulder of this dress. So I'm going to pin it in place. Just the shoulder I want to stitch. Shoulder. So I'll move this. And I get the shoulder of this. So we're pinning the shoulder. Both shoulders. Get the next one. Looking for the shoulder, the wrong side. So that, get the dress fall. Remember the dress have a back opening, right? So we're gonna hem up the back opening just now. Okay, but see we have mark the right side of the dress and the wrong side of the dress. So we have that. So we're pinning just the shoulder. Shoulder here. So the shoulder of the dress. Pin it. Pin. And we stitching just the shoulder of this dress. This is a zigzag stitch. On my machine, I'm using number 3. And we stitching the shoulder of this dress. Somebody asked me something. Video, can you explain what part of the body do you divide and what number do you use? What do you mean by number? I don't understand number. So remember to stretch. If your fabric get hooked, take it out. Don't also for force the stitching because you're gonna put a punch in your fabric, a hole. So take it out and start over and stretch it as you go. Now we only stretching the shoulder, the side seam, not the neck, because you don't want the neck stretch up. So this is the shoulder. You're looking for the neck shoulder. So we stitching this shoulder. So this is the neck shoulder I stitching. I used to always afraid to sew stretch fabric. No, I ain't afraid at all. Because see, you have to learn certain technique on how to get these things. So this is the shoulder. So the two shoulder, this is what the dress gonna look like. This is the wrong side. So you see the back and the side in hook up here. So we putting this down on the table like this. We opening this out on the table. So the front of the dress gonna face you and the two back gonna go by the machine side like that. So we opening this out. We gotta move this machine. So there's the back. Are we getting the sleeve now? So we opening it out. And there's one side armhole. There's the next side armhole. So we getting the sleeve. So remember we cut this sleeve here. We're looking for the top of the sleeve and the back of the sleeve. Now, what part we snip the top of the sleeve, it's going into the shoulder seam, what part we sew, right? You go in there. So get one seam. Look for the back and the front. So the front have one snip, whereas the back have two snip, right? So you get the back and the front of the sleeve. So you put in one snip at the shoulder seam. There's the top of the sleeve. And you're walking it, you're going to pin it while you're walking it to the sleeve. So the top, the dress, and the sleeve stitching in one. So you're doing it like that. I know if I could see it. So I find my snip right in the top of the sleeve. So I put in it with my shoulder seam, and my shoulder seam will face the back of my dress. So I pinning it right there. Is the center, the sleeve, the top. And now I'm gonna get the on the arm or the sleeve, and I'm gonna put it to the on the arm of the dress. Like this. So I putting it to the on the arm of the dress. Like that. As a woman does change style, eh? So sometimes I might tell you I want this style I make in this dress, and eventually I switch to something else. Wherever I see I do, just switch as I switch. Oh God, you know, sometimes you don't stick to one style. So this sleeve here coming and stitch. So I hook up the center of the sleeve, the top of the sleeve here to the shoulder, where I put a snip, and then I get the armhole of the sleeve to the armhole of the dress, and I'm gonna pin it. So I draft this sleeve so it can fit my armhole. You see, it fit my armhole flush, so I don't have to take in anything. So I have a Zoom class on Friday, 2:30 p.m. If you want to join, it's $3.50 an hour. So The classes is 3 hours, so that would be $10.50 for the 3 hours. Sometimes it go beyond the 3 hours. I don't really mind. So you look for the next side, the underarm of the sleeve and the underarm of the top, and you put it together. You see my underarm, you see, match up plumb. I ain't got nothing big. So when you drafting your own thing, you get it to suit. I ain't have to do no alteration, no nothing. And you pin the sleeve into the armhole. Yes, so if you want to join the classes on Friday, there's the beginner classes, so draft the bodice that they on the board. That's a class that I had today about 10:30. So this is the classes I did. It go pretty well. The student is a beginner, and I was surprised how she's draft that top so good the way I show her. I really glad she get it good. I give her a 5 out of 5 because I ain't grading them 10 yet. That is just the beginners. So all my students that I had in this beginner bodice class, they did very well. They were smiling when they finished with the top. So you put it in here. So I have a classes Friday for 2:30. Or if you living in a different part of the from where I am, you can we can do it like 10:30 in the morning, right? Because once I don't cook early, I just come in my sewing room so I would have time. So you let me know what time is it by you so I can adjust to suit. So if you want to join the beginner class to sew that bodice, for pattern drop the bodice and then we're going to sew it in our next class, you let me know. Send your email address so I can send you the payment link so you will learn to do everything in that Zoom class Friday, either 10:30 or 2:30 p.m. So yes, this is the sleeve that finish here. All this left in open. This is going to stitch together with the top, with the dress. So this is one side of the sleeve left finish here. So I have to get the next side or the next side. So one gone here. So this one, or get the next one. So the next side, I'll fit up the next side the same way. So I pull it down where I could see. So this is the shoulder. This is the top of the sleeve here. With the slit I have here. So I take this is the wrong side where I mark, and I put it by the shoulder. The slit of the sleeve going by the shoulder. Hold on, let me make sure I get this right. Make sure the underarm match up properly. Right. So going by the shoulder here. And I pin. So I get in the underarm here with the underarm or the dress, and I pin in it. Now, with a commercial pattern, you'd have to do a lot of gathering. You have to put a base stitch and gather it. The drafting of the sleeve I will teach you for draft. You don't gotta put no gathering. You get your flush armhole. The sleeve drafting to your for fit you armhole. So I pin in this now. So that's why the Zoom class better, because we could communicate right there and you'll get to learn more. And you pin. So now I'm looking for the next underarm. This is the sleeve. I'm looking for the dress and the arm, and I'm putting it together, and I'm going to pin it. And I come in and I pin in the underarm here. Pinning it, you see I ain't got no bigness up top of the sleeve. Just fit right. Pin. And we pin. So now we come in and we sew all what we pin. Right away around, we come in and we stitching both side. So up the side of the dress. So get your machine. And I get in one side of the sleeve and I will stitch all white pin. So we stitching the sleeve from the underarm, 1/2 inch seam allowance. Back stitch, and you stretch it while you're stitching. Stitching. Sewing is something you gotta like it. If you don't like it, it's waste time. Take out your pin. So you keep taking out your pin. You don't ever want to sew over your pin because trust me, you gotta keep buying needle steady. Always control your fabric. Don't let your fabric control you. Come into the other end of the sleeve. Make sure everything line up properly. And we come into the next end of the sleeve. Back stitch. So you're going to end up with your sleeve like this. Stitch. So this is what your sleeve going to look like. So we get the next sleeve. Put your dress on the table. And we stitch in the next sleeve. Somebody asked me about some hi, how are you doing? Hi, how are you? Love your video. Can you explain what part of the body do you divide it and what number do you use? I don't understand the number. What number you talking about? Back stitch. Make sure your when you put your sleeve right to stitch, make sure that your your what you call it, your shoulder seam going to the back of your dress. Right, so find the back of your dress and make sure your shoulder seam going to the back of the dress. So this is my front. So my shoulder seam will be going to the back of my dress, right? So I have it right. Take out my pins. My pin. Yeah, I'm gonna show you something if you ain't stretch this fabric. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. Let me stretch this piece and I'm gonna show you the piece from the difference with me and stretch. How it gonna be. So you must stretch the fabric when you're sewing it. So it had a piece where I stretch. I will show you the difference where I have to come back and sew it back. And you want to try and avoid that. So I come into the edge of the sleeve now, the finished edge. Okay, let me show you the part why it didn't stretch and what happened. I don't know if you could see. You see the part why it stretch? You see all they say? Like the stitch. And look the part was stretch. Look the difference. You see? So the part was stretched so properly, which is here. The part when stretch, look in our knee. So I have to go back and sew that. So that is why I tell you, stretch it when you're stitching it. Right? Knit fabric is a funny thing. So pull it while you're stitching it. So you're going to stitch tight. Now I'm going to show you when I finish what I mean. See the difference? When you stretch it, you see it so right through. I didn't have this all the time. So always stretch the knit fabric when you're sewing it. So you see? So this is what it look like. Let us make sure the next one stitch properly. Where make sure I stretch it. And I have to go back and stitch it. So you see, I did not stretch this. So now I have to go back and stitch this. You want to avoid all this. The reason why I'm showing you all this is to help you avoid certain going back and forth in stitching, right? You don't want all that, this thing. You don't like no long sewing. So I just showing y'all this to show y'all when coming to knit, you must stretch these knit for it stay. Not the neck, because you're going to end up with a big neck. So you want to avoid this back and forth stitching. So you see, I have to come back and stitch where I didn't stretch. You want to avoid that. Now, you end up with, just make sure the shoulder piece stitch properly. If you make sure it ain't got no opening. If you have any opening, go back and sew it. Now you don't want nothing loosen up on the road. Knit fabric is a funny fabric. You're watching it. Very funny. Right, so I have to go back and stitch that. I would have to iron this, but I could iron it after. I just making sure that nothing loosen out. You see the part I didn't stretch. You see? Oh, there's, I don't like how easy. So I got to go back and finish it. Try and avoid doing this. All right? That's why I showing y'all it for see y'all see for yourself. So when people making video, they don't show you all this, that they have to go back and stitch it and go back. They show you the nice part. And you thinking now it's very easy, but it's not like that. You have to do all that. So now let me put this on and show you how you dress ending up like. We have to stitch this side, but I just want to show you something. We have to cut down the neck. So this is our sleeve, going to end up here. Now this sleeve here, coming and stitching into the side seam of this dress. So we're going to have our sleeve, right? So this is our dress going to look like up here. So we need to finish the side seam along with this thing and then come back. And the back. Now the back, we need to stitch up the back as well, the back seam. So this is our dress here. So we're going to get one back and one sleeve with the front. And we're going to flip it like this. Get the two on the arm sleeve and the arm seam like that. Here. Putting it together. So this is the sleeve. And it's coming and stitching from here right across straight down to the bottom of the dress. So pin your arm sleeve and pin it properly. You want to pin it properly. Make sure the seam match up. The reason I'm not serging this is because of time. All right, I always serge this after. And you pin your sleeve. This is my sleeve. And I'm pinning my sleeve. Pinning the sleeve here. And now I'm coming and I'm pinning the side seam of the dress. With knit, most time, that's how they put in the sleeve. That is how come sometimes you see some knit dress with some nice flat sleeve like this. This how you put in the sleeve. You don't stitch up the side seam and then come and put this sleeve in because you're going to end up with this garde and the top here and you're going to put in a lot of base straight for pulling. We don't able with all though. I want things simple. So this is how I put in all my knit sleeve. Only the knit. When I sew a knit, I do it like this. But the other rest of sleeve, I just hem up the sleeve. The reason why is because, you see, I draft the sleeve so it would fit the armhole. When you learn to draft your own sleeve, it would fit your armhole properly. So you won't have the problem. Sewing is all about patience and time. If you ain't got patience, forget it. Because sometimes you stitch something, you have to loose it out back. So I stitching down the side seam of the dress. I gonna do both and the back. And I'm gonna stitch up the back one time. So when we done, we just cut the dress how we want. So I'm going to the next sleeve. So this is one done here. So this is one side sleeve done pin here. The side seam, and I'm going to the next one. So I turn to the wrong side. I get in the sleeve. Make sure the underarm match up. And I'm going to pin it in the underarm in place. So I'm going to pin the sleeve as well. Pinning it. So I finished pinning the sleeve there, so I'm going down to the dress now. Dress side. Dress side. Then I'll come and pin the back for the dress. I have some rusty pin that I have to throw out to me pin set because anytime you see your husband borrow pin from you, let it keep it. Don't let it bring it back because this is how they're coming back, rusty. So anytime my husband borrow pin from me, I just tell you hold it. I just tell them keep it because when you see they done them pin, I don't know where they just do them pin. It's either the pin them come back, twist up, bend up, or rusty. So I just tell them keep it. My husband borrow 2 pin from me, bring it back, lad. Better I tell you come and collect it. Because the pin change the color. I know you duck it in. Sometimes you see your husband borrow a pin from you, tell them keep it. So this is the side of the dress now, the two-side finish. Two-sided the dress finish. Now we're going to the back. So this is the back of the dress now we're gonna pin up. So we're going now, we're pinning the back for this dress. Pinning the back of this dress. Sometimes I say I might wear this dress in tongue, and I mightn't wear it in tongue. I might wear it for my meeting. And sometimes when I try on the dress to go in tongue, it look meeting-ish. So I just take it. Because sometimes it look too much dressy like for just for going tongue. So I just take it off back and just put it. Make sure you're pinning your dress on the wrong side. So it's the back I pinning up here now for make one sew. We left in no slit in the back of the dress, nothing. Because remember the dress had a swing. So we're pinning it. And now we're gonna sew. So I'm gonna stitch up the back first and stretch it as you're stitching it, because you don't want to end up going over, especially the back and the side of your dress. You don't want to go for going back and stitching every minute, right? So we're making one sew and we make sure we're stretching it properly, right? So I stitching a 5/8 seam allowance. So from the start, I'm going to back stitch, and now I'm going to wait till I catch a piece and I'm going to stretch it. But the beauty about this, remember the vertical of your body, right? The clothing got stretch long way is across. So if you want, you don't have to stretch this, but I still stretch it to keep it intact. You see? Yeah, you still have to stretch this because this here is still loosen. And you need to take your time with this and stitch it small, like don't rush through it, so it can hold, because I still see I getting some skip even though I am stitching it. But don't worry about that, we can always fix that, because when we try on the dress, right, we don't want the waist too big so you could come back and take it in. So it's the beauty I like about stitching in half inch to 5/8 of an inch. I don't stitch the whole inch in one time. So we done with the back. Don't stitch your back up, right? So now we're gonna stitch thing. Now I find the back had a little skip, but I ain't worrying with that, because when I put on the dress on the mannequin, I will come and I'm gonna sew back in the extra half inch that I left. So I don't mind. I just got to make sure I get the side seam stitched up properly now, because we're doing all the taking it out from the back if we have to take it in. So since I getting some skip, right? Let me see if this needle want turning wrong. Right? So what you're gonna do, you get a thing and you loose out your needle. To avoid the skipping, I always use use this if I ain't got a screwdriver close to me. So this is my needle here. Come out this way. So let me see if this one turn around. Sometimes your needle just want to turn around to avoid the skipping. So we will see. And sometimes it needs changing too. Depends on all where you sew. Sometimes the needle just need changing as well. Right? Sometimes it just need changing. Now the chart that I put there is to see the hole of the needle. Anytime you sew in and you can't see the hole of the needle for thread, just get a piece of white background and put it at the back of the needle. So I will try out this on this to see what's going on, if it gonna work. So this is definitely in working. So I have to turn around back my needle. Got that in stitching. So I just want to show you what was really going on. So anytime you needle there sew and you find you ain't getting no sew, because this is how it come out. When I turn it wrong, this is how it come out, you see? Nothing in hole. So I'm going to turn it wrong back. Take it out. And sometimes your needle to want change into when you getting them skipping. And I'm going to turn it wrong back. So the part where the facing me gonna go into the back of the needle. So if I can't see the hole, I take a white background and I put the thread in where I could see the hole. Could use a white paper as well. So I'm going to try it back with this piece of fabric. And see. So it's stitching this fabric. So you see your needle sometimes just want turn it wrong if you find you're stitching and you ain't seeing anything. With your eye stretching it the way it looks, I just want turn it wrong. So let's see how we're gonna get this. When I go out, I gotta look for some size 9 needle because I think this is size 14. So they need a better needle for sew. This is either size 11 to size 9 needle. And your back stitch. You could use a stretch stitch as well, which would be this one on your needle here. You could use this stretch stitch, which would be SS. That would be this number 20. I think it's number 20 is this stitch. Let me see. SS. So SS, no, that is for the buttonhole. So number 2. You can use number 2. I think number 2 is this stretch stitch, which fall under 20. Right? So you can, I really never really think how they stitch with this machine. I more use my big machine for this when I sewing. So I only use stretch fabric on this. So I think it's let me try number 20. No, let me try SS and see what we're gonna get. Let's see what SS look like. SS ain't stitching well. So there we see. Just a stitch a try out there. So I could lose this out because it ain't hold tight. So I won't make no hole in my fabric. So I just try out the SS. So the SS is not for that. So you see I didn't make any hole in my fabric because the thread kind of loose. So I go back and I would use, let me try this number 2 and see what it look like. I never really try out this stitch. I more use my industrial machine. So this number 2 in stitching bad. Well, let me see if it gonna hold. You gotta look for see if it gonna hold. Number 2 look good. Must see. Let me try it and see. Number 2 look good, man. Number 2 hold. I think I will work with number 2. Number 2 on the machine, it holds. So I think I will work with number 2 for my side seam. You just got to try out where you are. So instead of zigzag stitch on my side seam, because the side going down the body, the dressing stretching is across your body. So across your body, you'll want to sew with a stretch stitch or a zigzag stitch. So I'm going to use number 2, which I switch my machine to number 2 here. There's this one here. So I will use number 2 to sew my side seam. And I will still stretch it. So it would hold. This stitching beautiful. The number 2. Yep. So you have to try out. Yep, this stitching lovely. So you have to try out what you want. And I think I will use it back for the back center seam as well. I'm going to show you the stitch when I finish. Let me just check something, eh? Let me just check this thing. Now I'm meeting to the underarm seam and I will sew it. Take out my pins. And I'm going on to the sleeve. So I'm going and stitch the sleeve now. So I stitch from the bottom of the dress, come up to the sleeve. So this is one side seam done. So you see the stitching, how it's different? Because this part here, body got stretch. So you see, I like this one. I think I will finish the back as well with this stitch. So there's number 2 on my sewing machine. So now I'll go and sew this side. See, I'll go and stitch back the back with the same straight stitch. So I'm on to the end of the sleeve, back stitch. So the two sides seam finish. So I going now to the back and stitch back the back way we had all this opening here with a zigzag stitch. So I'll use the number 2 stitch and stitch the back. So I will stitch like about a quarter inch away from the first stitch to the inside, where that zigzag stitch won't show. And I could always sort that out. I stretch in my fabric as I sew. Now, my dress already done fit up. So we can turn this dress over and I'm going to show you what it look like. We just take out some. After I could take out all them thread and all this kind of thing. After. You can do your dress anyhow you want. I just change style. So sometimes I might never do the same style I want. I just need a little dress. So this dress supposed to press out neat. So you're going to know the back from the front of your dress. There's the back. So this is the sleeve. Now if you want, you can leave this dress like a turtleneck like this and you just cut a facing for it. That I just change style. And you can just leave this just like this. You cut a facing and you leave this like that when we stitch the band up. You can leave it so. You have to stitch your band up. You come and you just tie your dress. I kind of like the little turtleneck style, you know. That tell I change style. When I put it on the mannequin and I see it, I just eventually end up changing style. I kind of like this. I don't think I'll wear this dress down the road again, in town again. I kind of like this. Tell me, y'all didn't think the turtleneck look good? Y'all tell me. Tell me, let we know if we cut this neck or leave it like this. And maybe in the next video, we make the other one. What y'all think? I'm waiting for some vote. Whichever vote, if I get more vote for the turtleneck, I'll leave it like this. I find I like it. I like this little upper neck here. Come tell me what y'all think. Why is a stitch in the band? Y'all gonna tell me what I think. I kind of like it like that. So come, y'all vote. Y'all vote. If I leave the neck like this, if we want to leave the neck like this, we just create a facing, right? And put that there. So come, I'm looking for some vote to see if I left the neck. So I find I like it. So now I'm gonna stitch the band while I'm waiting for some vote. And I will put the band like this here. Now I'm stitching the band across, coming down straight here, and I'm leaving an opening in the middle of the band for turn the band, right? So I have to find the middle of this band. So let me see, where is the middle of the band? Find I like the turtleneck. So you see, you could create what you want. So look for the middle of the band. Line up the band properly. So this, and you put a snip in the middle of the band here. Bobbin drop. Put one snip here. And we put in one snip here. Now no big snip, it's just a little something. So now you come back and you fold the band like this. Fold the band, line up the two snip that you make in the middle here, like that. And you get a pin and you put it 1 inch away from each other. So we're going to turn the band in that seam. Like this. So we left it in between here open when we sew so that we can turn the band, right? So I stitching from one end to the pin, and then the next end go out. Then I'm going to show you. Yeah, I'll just watch what I'm doing. So let me put the machine where you could see properly. So this is one end of the band. I closing up this end. So I closing up the end. I think I will put it in a slant. So if I put it in a slant, you can stitch it just so, but let me just show you. In case you want a slant, with a little thread thing there in my eye, clean out. You just slant your ruler like this. Instead of putting your ruler straight, so you slant it this way. Or you slant it this way. Anyway, you slant it and you just mark in how you want. You don't want it too much because remember your band on short already. So you just want a slight slant. Like that. So you get it like this. So the band, when the thing is going to be slant. And you sew it. And you sew. So you put your needle down and we turning the band out to the long side. Down your needle, raise it, and we go in one. Stitch the straight side of the band, which is the length of the band. I stretching it as I go in. Right? Make sure your band line up properly. Elian! Elian! Y'all excuse me, this phone ringing. Ellie! Oh, you downstairs? Elian! Come for this thing. No more sabbath. Come for it. Hey, good day. Hurry. Yeah, bring it. Yeah, give me a second. I'll put on this thing. Put my iron for hot white thing. So you can iron this. Bring that. Yeah? Going and you telling me where you could. Then you're going to carry this thing and I'll finish that. So I'm gonna get the arm. I'm gonna iron board some way. Yeah, put it. Yeah, just give me a second. Come in there. Right. Elian. Good, I'm coming. I'm just giving somebody this thing. Ellie. Good. So I'm back. It's some mask I do for somebody. So they come for it. So I had to iron one because I washed one that had the chalk stain. So I wash it and I forget for iron it. So I just iron it back there for them and send it with the rest. So we continue in the long side. I made a pin yet. And the thread bus, right? So I get him a thread now. We'll put it back. So I'll clip it. My white thread for the background. Sometimes this thread has got a kind of furry piece like. Now this one I had. Sometimes the thread of itself have a piece of furry piece here I get off. Sometimes I get some little, we call this thing I call beeswaxy. But I find somebody gone with that. They children them by the time they come in the sewing room, they gone with everything you have there. If you don't watch it, they gone with it. I have a daughter there. She just gone with it. Sometimes the thread get a little thick. So sometimes you gotta reload. So I have a needle threader. You know them thing where you thread the needle with, but to tell the honest truth, I don't know. They might be there in my recipe. I don't even look for all though. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see if I can get this in. Just now I get it in very easy, but the thread have some thing. Let me get. So I just put some baby I like where I could get out the thickness. I'd have a little thickness. Sometimes you know the needle hole so slim that the thread have a little thickness, right? So get back your white thread. Let's see if I could see it. I have a threader, but I don't know where to find this thread. Let's see if I see it, if it's there right there. I just have it right here. I have more than one. And sometimes so. Now there. I can't remember what I do with the thread, but I have one. Like thread the needle. I know where it is. Sometimes this does get stress. And then sometimes the thread kind of fat too, so you must see if I slant it in a way if I can get it still. One more try with this. Sometimes you can't even see the hole of the needle. It thought my eye good, my eye bad. I'm gonna look for the thread because you're there the whole day. You get it? You see? Okay, I find it. I found it. This little one here. So let me see what's going on here. This is that. I never really use this thread on all these things, you know. I use more my big machine. So I never really use all these here, this thread on all this thing. I have this here, I never use it yet. So I don't even know if I know if I use this. As I more use my big machine, what needle hole more bigger. So if I'm using this thing right, you tell me. Oh, damn thing gone. You look up, pull out the whole thing. It's to show you. I never use this. Right. So I get it there. So I'm gonna put the thread now inside. If I'm using this good, you tell me. So I get it through. It's to show you when you know by using this, the whole thing come out. You don't even know where this slitting back. Right, so let's go back. Sorry for the timing, but sewing is all about patience and time. So I'm still on the band. I ain't reach the back, stitch it back. And now I'm going to the pin. So I'm going to the first pin. And I'm going back stitch. Take out that. So I'm going to lift my presser foot and my needle. And I left an inch away. And I'm going to come and I'm going to stitch this band the next side. Back stitch. Continue. So coming to the end of the band. Here. I'm at the end. So now I'm going to lift my presser foot and turn the band. Back stitch. So I close up all here, I close up. So I'm going to trim this off. Trimming this off as well. And this is the opening where we left here. This is the trim this thread. Now I'm going to get my rule insert into this and get a pin, and I'm going to get this like this. Make sure I get the insertion of this first before I put my needle in. Or you can do this like this. You can do like that, like this. Then you get this. Put it like that. Sometimes with this, it is hard for turn because of the fabric and the ruler. So you put it like this. If you find you're getting a hard time to turn, just get a marker or something and you turn it, a pencil or something. So you see my own come through. And I turn it. Then I turn the next one. So I get the insertion. Make sure you get it like that. And you could get like maybe a pencil or something, and you turn it to suit. But make sure the band is on the table or some way. And you insert it. And it come through. And you turn. Now I don't sew this little piece here. I just left it open. I don't sew because I don't like the stitch what does be. I just get like a arm. If I want, I could get a hammer tape, you know, them hammer tape and just press it in, but sometimes I don't always do that. And your band finish. So you see how your band gonna come out with the slant. This is how it gonna come out on both ends. When you poke it out properly, you pull it out properly, it gonna come out with a slant like that with a nice little point. And you could come and tie your dress like that. I find to me, tell the honest truth, I ain't lying. I like that neck. Trust me. That yeah is chain style. Now this is the back of the dress. What it gonna look like. Alright, you see you got a nice seam and you just come and you hem your sleeve to what you want, right? To be honest, the honest truth, I love this neck. The reason why I like this neck is because I could wear it with a chain. Let me bring the chain and show y'all. But if I cut it, I gotta forget a choker chain for wear it, right? I really like this dress, how this come out. That tell I just change. My mind just change. I get a chain and show y'all something. With that dress, y'all excuse me. Hello? Good day. Summer? Oh, yes, true. But where they now? All right. Well, when you reach my side, you can tell me. You give me a shout. I that's quite by the car side by Robert's car place there in going Bolio side. So are you reaching quite up there? So when you reach the car side coming up, you tell me. You call me. All right. Good evening. So let me show you why I like this neck. Got this neck here now. For wear this neck with your nice chain and it's gonna look nice. Right? See why I like this neck? And you can wear this so. I like this dress. See, this dress, you could dress it up, you could dress it down. The dress, you could dress it up, you can dress it down. So with the neck, I like this neck for wear this chain like this. Now, if I cut this neck, this chain won't fit this dress like that, right? So you can dress it up. You can put any, and the beauty about it, any color chain you can put with it. See, I love that dress neck. So I think I will leave my neck like that. So because I can wear my chain with it. Anyhow, I don't think I want for going tongue again. I changed my mind. Now wear the chain to go with it. Hold on. You can wear any chain to go with that neck, right? You can wear it with anything. But for me, I kind of like the green one to go with this, not this one here. This one ain't look bad, but I like it. This to go with this here. To go with this. This one here I like. I kind of like this green one to go with it. So, all we have to do now is create a facing for this neck. So you have to get just how this neck is. You get the pattern you cut it from. So you cut it from this pattern here. So you creating this top of this facing. Because remember we ain't cut off nothing. So you're just creating the top of the facing like this. Like that, let me see. Creating it like this, so measuring down how much you want. And you're just creating that. Are you creating this? So you're cutting this on a fold. This piece here, you're cutting it on a fold. All right. So you're cutting it on a fold and you're hemming it to the dress. Now this could go over your neck because remember it's stretchy. So you're not gonna put no zipper or nothing here because this neck here is stretchy, so it can go over your neck. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave it like this, and tomorrow we're gonna finish off the neck, we're gonna finish off the sleeve, we're gonna finish off the bottom, right? Because I'm gonna do for something for somebody right now. They're coming for it. So I will leave this like this still. So tomorrow morning, we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish this off. I'm gonna start the I'll start it about let me say about I just get a mess. I was going to pick up something, but the person cancel for so I will start the class about 10:30. So reach me online, just on live 10:30 tomorrow morning, God's will, and we're gonna finish off this here, right? We're gonna finish off this. We're gonna press it, and then we're gonna wear it with our mask to go, right? So we're gonna got our mask to go with the dress. So I will see you in the morning. I'm gonna do something for somebody else. I would finish it off today and show you. But trust me, I just know what look good and why like. When sometimes when you're sewing up a dress, you might find I like how this dress look, I like this thing ain't looking good, it in, but you have to wait till when you fit the dress up and the dress near for finish, then you gonna see the look. Because to be honest, I like this look how it is because I can wear any chain with it. And this dress could dress down. You can go to a nice evening wear with this, a nice evening function. You could go to a wedding, uh you can go to meeting, you can go anywhere with this dress, right? I really like it how it come out. So tomorrow we're gonna hem it, and I leave in the neck like that. So you see, I just change. When I come to fit up something, if I come and say, well, I doing this, sometimes when I meet to do, I change it if I see how I like. Because when you look on this mannequin, just how this mannequin fit this dress, it gonna fit me because I pad the mannequin to suit me. So just how the mannequin is, just so the dress will fit me on the mannequin, because the mannequin pad for suit me, right? So this is how it would look on me. Now, I got Tamara Fashion Style that web, which I'm in the process of putting a blog page. So we you guys can go there. I ain't post anything there yet. I just have my website was selling my stuff. So I'm creating a blog page where all what we saw in this video here, y'all gonna go. I gonna tell y'all when to go to that page where y'all could go and see the look, how it look. And if y'all like it, y'all sew it. Right? So I'll be leaving this like this. I like it how it is because I could dress it up, I can dress it down, and I could go anywhere with that. So tomorrow morning when we come back, we're going to finish off that dress. And then Friday morning, either 10:30 or we got two set of classes. We got one for 10:30 and we got one for 2:30, which is on Zoom, and it's $3 an hour, $3.50, sorry, an hour, which would be lasting 3 hours. Sometimes it go beyond the 3 hours, but I just charge for the 3 hours, which it would be $10.50 for the 3 hours. So if it go beyond that, I don't charge for that. I only charge for the 3 hours because I don't really watch at time, right? I just want people to learn. So if you're interested, just send me your email address at Tamara Fashion Style on Facebook, on Messenger, or Tamara Roberts on Facebook, so we can get you sign up into the Zoom class where I can send you the payment link, and you just get the link for the class the night before or early the next morning. I have a couple of students in my class and they were very happy to join the class because they get in the seeing progress and they get into draft, right? So I have a class Sunday for all those who finish drafting this bodice in the first class. So those that finish drafting the bodice in their classes would be Sunday again. So where we can put the seam allowance, the dart, the cut it out, and everything. So that's for those who already draft this. Now, if you want to draft this bodice, you can do it Friday morning, 10:30 or 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon on Fridays, right? So you can catch those in the Sunday class for fit up the bodice. Because the reason why I'm doing it like that is because I have a Friday, I had one this morning, I have one Friday. So all those who draft the bodice pattern and complete it gonna end up reaching in the Sunday class with everyone who would share their idea and their thoughts and show you how their bodice come out and how the pattern look, because we had some fun Sunday. Everybody show each other how the pattern come out and they were so happy. So that is why I'm doing the classes Friday to catch up with those who in the Sunday class. So if you want to draft this bodice Friday, for catch those in the Sunday class, you can send me your email address where I can send the payment link so you can join the classes on Friday and you can get to sew up your bodice on Sunday. God's will, so you'd have this dress. I know if I don't get enough time for we sew something else during that time. So you take care and you have a nice day. And if you want to be in the classes, don't forget, send me your email address where I can send you the payment link and the link for the Zoom. You'd get it the night before or early in the morning. So I'll see you later and take care. Bye-bye.